What's up, Hack Stab Slash? It's your boy Hacky. We're coming again with Sleepaway Camp 3. And before we kick things off, I got a little bit of a joke for Justin over here, but it's a little long-winded, so bear with me, okay?
Okay.
So, guy's working at a bar. Patron comes in. He puts a little piano down on the bar. And then he pulls a little man out of his pocket. He puts this man on the bar as well. And it starts playing the piano. The bartender looks at him and says, "Wow, that's impressive, man. Where'd you get that?" Guy says, "Actually, there's a genie right down the street. He's granting free wishes." He says, "All right, I'll be right back." Bartender comes back a moment later, surrounded by ducks. He says, "Man, that genie is a ripoff." He goes, "I asked for $1 million, and this man gave me $1 million." And the guy at the bar goes, "Yeah, don't I know? You really think I asked for a 12-inch pianist?"
What the All right, that's how we're starting the podcast. Let's go.
Justin, tell me all about Sleepaway Camp 3 Teenage Wasteland and why we are on a Sleepaway Camp binge right now.
Sean finally let us watch Sleepaway Camp. I've been talking about the shit forever. Love the first three, especially the sequels. They're so
Justin's first
ridiculous.
words weren't Dada or Mama, it was
Yeah.
Sleepaway Camp.
So I am so excited. I mean, we watched Sleepaway Camp 2, which anyone has seen the podcast, that is like my comfort horror movie. And I watched this one right at Sleepaway Camp 2. So, I mean, we have to watch it for the podcast because, just Angela is back. Have you ever seen this one before, Sean?
I have never seen this one before, and my only expectations are because I fell in love with the first one and the second one hit home too. The only set of notes I have for my expectations is I am hoping and praying this isn't one too many.
Yeah. Well, we will see.
Because we all know franchises get there. I'm looking at you, Scream 7. I'm looking
Uh,
at you, Halloween.
oh God. All right. Yeah. I'm not even gonna get sidetracked that. But can I start this one off?
You can absolutely start off these boobies.
Just because, yeah, I mean, first of all, what an absolute insane start. I mean, we're picking up right after from the craziness from Sleepaway Camp too. Like right away, you just have the random topless girl who is getting ready for camp. So very gratuitous start right here. She looks like she's
What does her tattoo say?
I oh crap. Do you have it written? What does it say?
It says milkshake. Now, I,
I
Justin, am a fan of all boobies,
Here we go again.
shapes,
Yep.
sizes, you name it, colors, texture, the whole 9 yards. Every single one of them, love them all. Um, if you're gonna have the word milkshake tattooed in that region,
Yeah.
there has to be a cup size like minimum with it. You know how like when you search for a house, you're like, I want minimum square footage.
Yeah, yes.
That's gotta go with this tattoo. All right, these aren't raisins on quarters. That is not a milkshake.
All right, fair enough. So
There is
maybe
no
there's some
milk to be shaken, Justin.
all right, maybe there's some false advertising. But let's try to work and try to get past this. We can do this. And we find that it's Maria. She is getting ready for camp, and she is chased down out of nowhere by a garbage truck. And who is driving this garbage truck but Angela? Make it make
Why
sense.
is no
What
one
is
helping
even,
her?
yeah, what
This
is
is the
happening right now?
city. There is
She's
people everywhere.
running.
I think there's a cop directing traffic 5 feet to
That's
her right, and
what
no
I mean.
one's
Like,
helping her.
what kind of start is this to this movie where you have a truck driving and it goes down like a side alley where it hits her, and like you said, still nobody else in sight or help. She literally picks her up. She compacts her. She puts her in the compact, and we realize Angela is taking this girl's place. They look strikingly alike. She's clearly done her homework, and this is like planned. But we see now Angela is picked up to go to camp, and in ridiculous fashion, even in the background, you see how it says Angela is back, like spray painted on the wall, and then
Yeah,
we're
dude,
hit.
there is no storyline right now.
No,
We have
no,
one gratuitous kill and a pair of titties. I
and
love this movie.
no, amazing, the best start ever, and then you're hit with the title card and made just ridiculous '80s music. Like, what a way to start. Will the movie be able to continue this the whole way? Well, we'll talk, but we see that we're off to camp. Now, this camp now is Camp New Horizons, and there's a new owner, two new owners who absolutely insane couple, so disturbing. And they're doing an experiment. That like this is the rich and the poor classes are to like see if they can, bond together in the woods. And apparently there's a news reporter there too, because this is like big news for the town, like how will the rich and poor. So ridiculous. I mean, this is absolutely insane. We find out this is 1 year after the stuff that happened in part two. They even talk about how Angela, the Angel of Death, was there. They call her the Angel of Death. And
That's
I can't
actually a
even
pretty
write.
sweet name too. I love the Angel of Death.
Oh, it's amazing. I absolutely love that part of it. And already just like the dialogue between the poor kids and the rich kids,
Yeah.
it's already too much to even write down. And it's just basically it's hilarious. And,
I'm pretty sure this news reporter goes, "Hey kid, do you know where I can get some coke?"
yeah.
And
And,
Angela goes, "Yeah, there's a machine in the mess hall."
yep. And she realizes, no, that's not the kind of coke she wants. But Angela's like, oh, okay, I got you. So she goes and she goes to the cleaning products and that she gets Ajax, gets a bag of Ajax. And like I said, we're just minutes into this movie. We see Tawny, she drives away a little, she stops and she snorts it, instantly dies, goes right to her brain. She falls out of the car, just run away dead. So I mean, like this is a pretty strong start to this movie. Now we see these people are basically going to have 3 days of camping bonding, and when I tell you once again, they're all in like the mess hall. They're the stuff. The interactions are absolutely insane. The groups of
Dude, I
people.
kind of feel bad for Bobby. This
Oh
kid
yeah,
has tried several times to sit down at a table and has got shut out every time.
everyone, nobody wants a part of him. Like I said, there's people just making fun of him. I mean, this is absolutely hilarious. And we see the counselors. We also have a cop. We see Barney. He runs in, and he's gonna be the third counselor. And right away, we see Angela. She starts looking like really, really nervous. And right away, we already got a fight breaking out. There's already fights breaking out. We got people pulling knives all of a sudden. I mean, it's absolutely crazy. And we see they're gonna break into three groups. But once again, we
Uh-huh.
see,
Uh-huh.
yeah, no,
What else
before
do
I'm
we
not
see?
skipping over. No,
Uh-huh.
not seeing it. We
Uh-huh.
go right
What
back. We
else
go
do
right.
we see?
We go right to the girls' cabin. I'll let you take over in a minute. We with the girls' cabin once again. We got sleepaway camp nudity,
Gratuitous. Gratuitous
gratuitous,
nudity.
gratuity.
Dual
Sorry.
rear wheel drive.
Yeah, as I say, I can't English. So, everyone's topless and all that. And they even
I
have,
like how they give Angela shit because she's got her shirt off, and they're like, "What is that? Like a chastity belt for your boobs?"
yeah, they're like making fun of her, like let those things loose. And I like that it even says spray paint. I love all the spray paint. It says like fuck Angela Baker, like spray painted. So I thought that was a pretty good. And then you know what? They're gonna break into three groups, and I'll let Sean is dying to start talking. So we're gonna kick it over to Sean as they split into three groups to go out into the wilderness.
The fun thing is once they start splitting up into these groups, we find out camp counselor slash cop Barney is actually Sean's dad from who was almost a final boy in the second movie. I mean, I was rooting for him personally because he spells his name correctly, hack stab slash. That is Sean. Don't let anyone tell you any different. You heard it here first from a real Sean. But these guys split off, and we see Angela and a couple of the boys are now fishing. And of course, Angela catches the Jason mask from our last movie.
Yeah,
Also,
uh,
um, I love this.
it,
Like
right?
you caught the Jason mask at the bottom of a lake. I don't care how punny it is. That is perfect movie placement for anyone to catch a Jason
Yeah.
mask in a campy movie.
And don't they ask like what the date? Like, don't they randomly say what's the date? And she says like, "Oh, it's Saturday the 14th." Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I love it. Oh, you know what I don't love?
What,
Herman, this
dude?
fucking creepy ass old dude, is just. I think he says sweet pea like 400 times.
Oh, it's so
Whatever
starting.
girl he's trying to hook up with, dude, it is disgusting. Guy's got like 50 years on her. I honestly cannot wait for Angela to catch this guy right before he pulls his pants down because no one wants to see his old hairy balls sag on the floor and just get stuck on something and drag a bunch of pine needles around like a mop. Just ew, gross.
Hmm.
And just, just All I'm gonna say about this is good thing you're dead because in a couple of years your breasts would have been sagging something terrible.
Can we also
I
say,
love Angela's puns. Like,
but what is wrong with this girl? That guy is the most disgusting human being. Like how that's the most unrealistic thing I've ever witnessed.
it's because he's got a Playboy belt buckle. It really
Oh,
lures her in. But
oh my
I
God.
do love Angela's like little hits because after she
Yeah.
kills not only Herman but she kills Sweet Pea too, and she
Hmm.
looks at this girl who's fully topless and can't stop taking off her top and just goes, "Good thing you're dead because in a couple of years your breasts would have been sagging something terrible." Don't hate on her. I do. We need free the boobies. Don't hate the boobies. Free the boobies.
Right.
And I
Oh,
got holy shit, dude. Angela then takes out the rest of her hiking companions. She stuffs a firecracker in the nose of one of the kids who kept throwing them at her back at like the mess hall, and it blows his fucking face off. Then she batters up Snowboy's head with a log, puts them all in Herman's tent, and lights that shit on fire. Snowboy screams, and I just feel bad because this poor dude was clearly the only one who was actually still alive when they set them all on fire.
right. I was gonna say you hear him screaming.
Yeah, I mean, poor dude had two goals in life, and that was to spray paint things and get laid, and none of them were accomplished because
Yeah, it did not
if
go
you
well
watch him with the spray paint cans, he leaves no marks anywhere. It's like he's using
at all.
hairspray.
At all. He got
Uh,
blanks.
and damn, dude, Angela isn't slowing down at all because it's not like she waits a day. It's not like she comes up with some cockamamie excuse on why all these campers got sent home or anything like that. She just walks to the next group of campers and says, "Hey, Herman said that we're supposed to switch with someone, and she
Oh
picks
my God.
Arab to switch." And I'm kind of bummed because I actually like Arab. I
Yeah.
really like her camera. She kind of reminds me of someone that would have been a part of the Punks and Return of the Living Dead.
Oh, 100%. I think I had that written down somewhere.
And then on the way back to like the previous camp, Angela grabs an axe and with the swiftness, she takes off Arab's head and then heads back to the camp like like just nothing happened. Like she is a cold killing machine with no remorse for anything.
Also, I'm pretty sure, like, I forget what they say, like, randomly. They're asking, like, how old she is or whatever. And she says, like, how old
She's
Angela is. She's like 17. And then she's like, yeah, there's no fluoride in the water where I grew up or something. Like, says, I'm just like, I'm like, what?
even like the news reporter was like, "You look old for 17." She's like,
Yeah,
"Yeah, it was a really hard life. I've done a
yeah,
lot of drugs."
yeah.
And
They're
that's where
like,
they're like the whole like, "Oh, can you tell me where to get some coke?"
they're like, that's a rough 17.
Speaking of like all these counselors and campers and stuff, and even Angela just, wreaking havoc. I really hope Cindy, I hope she dies next, and I hope she dies
Hmm.
brutally. She pretends like she's this sweet, innocent girl next door, but she's already called Tony a Mexican in a demeaning tone. And then she calls Riff the N word. Like, fuck
Yeah,
Cindy. I hope
I
she
was
dies
like,
a
what the
miserable,
hell?
slow death, you racist bitch.
Yeah, I was shocked when she said that. I'm like, are you kidding me?
She seems like the kind of girl that would like lure in someone from a minority group just to set them up and cry poor me.
Oh,
Like, oh,
100%.
I'm the helpless little white girl. Like, no, bitch, I hope you die fast, and then I hope you die slow, and then I find you a happy medium, and you can die on that plane too.
There we go. All the
But
deaths.
they do this like stupid ass blindfold game where you split up into pairs, and Cindy and Angela get paired up, and I'm so happy about this. And Cindy tries to scare Angela with a turtle, and then she drops some more foul language, just making me hate her character more. And carrier, I'm a mailman if you can't tell. Um, but when it's finally Angela's turn, she walks her in front of a flagpole and then strings her up on the flagpole and then runs her up to the top and then just lets go. I was hoping it would have been so much more gruesome for this death. Like you could have just left her up there, covered her in honey, and just
Mhm.
left her up there to die. You
Right.
could have covered her in tanning oil and left her baking in the sun for 3 days, and I'm pretty sure no one would have fucking noticed. But I'm just glad she's dead because Cindy's just a really nasty person. And
Yeah, she
my opinion
sucks.
right now is a more unforgivable death for her would have been nice. But I'm also very happy that uh horny Herman's big branch deep throat is like an
Hmm.
unaliving factor in these things.
Dude, the
There's
only
just
thing
so
I've
much going on.
no, the and it kills me too because don't get me wrong, I'm loving this and there's so much happening. I just feel like some of the deaths, they're wicked creative, but then they don't show anything. It's kind of like really odd because if you remember in part two, the deaths are all so amazing and they have like crazy special effects. I feel like you see her doing these things and then it just like doesn't really show you the end result. Like, I don't know. I felt like
I
that
d-
was kind of,
I didn't keep it in my fun facts, but I did see somewhere in fun facts that the MPAA was trying to make them go for like an unrated or an X rating and just really like destroy this movie and pick it apart. And I think that's why we miss out on a lot of like really good kills.
yeah, because like the kills, like you think they're gonna be great, but some of the stuff it just like cuts away, and I was just kind of like, oh, like it left me wanting more, and I was like, son of a bitch.
You
And
know what
also
did
like,
not leave me wanting more?
what?
This fucking Angela flashback Grammy award winning Happy Camper song
The Happy
speech.
Campus.
Like they're cheering her on. Everyone's happy. They even gave her like a number one counselor ribbon.
Yep.
This literally looks like something that you would have seen on like a Nickelodeon movie, like a Camp Salute Your Shorts type song.
Oh my God, yes.
All right, Justin, tell me how she snaps out of it, please.
Yeah. First of all, I do love it that they show the flashback to the Happy Camper song. And real fast, just touching on before this, we did see a quick scene where Barney talks about the cop, how there's no pictures of Angela. He says she's only like 21 and they only have like descriptions of her as the Angela Deaf. So that's if people are wondering, like, hey, why don't we just know who the hell this girl is? He kind of like,
Well, the wig kind of seals it all. I mean, if Clark Kent can
I,
wear a pair of glasses and no one can know he's Superman, then
I,
the Angel of Death can put on a fucking Tina Turner wig and pass as a camper. Okay, Justin? Plot story hole deceased.
I know. I love that they're like, oh yeah, well, there's just no pictures though. And I was like, oh, that's a
And
great way
listen,
to
dude,
explain.
if John Kramer can put on a fucking hat and we can get a flashback 15 years into the past of Saw, then
Yeah.
this is acceptable, okay?
And then I love that it's time for another trust game. And they're gonna tie Angela to Bobby and have them go fish. And when I tell you this is awkward as shit, they get tied together and they're on the dock and he is just like this guy, he's like, he's like, I think you're real nice. And I'm pretty sure doesn't he randomly say like, I like being tied up like with you. And
Yeah.
it is
He drops like the hints like I might be into some like heavy hardcore BDSM and this
oh
like
yeah.
really nice boy next door college quarterback bound type, thing is just a facade.
Like it is just so funny, freaking funny. And I love that. She's like,
I
"Oh, you know what? Meet me at the main camp after dinner." Kind of like flashbacks of when she's had from other ones when she's told people like, "Hey, meet me like later on." So I do think that's kind
dude,
of
I
really
was waiting for him to look at her and be like, step on my throat and call me a bitch.
right. Yeah, this guy I
Like
was not
it
expecting
was
from this guy.
weird.
And it was very that's what I mean. This was very, very awkward, but they do catch a lot of fish and head back to the camp where, Riff is just in his tent chilling and just and Angela ends up being like, you know what? Lily, we need to have. She's like, don't worry, I'll get rid of Lily. Just you don't worry about this. And she basically says, hey, let's do another trust game. So she blindfolds Lily, and she was like, you know what? Let's go check the cabin for Cindy. So we'll do like a trust walk. It'll be fine. What's gonna happen? So she walks her all the way down there, and she basically throws her in like this giant trash pile with all like the trash bags. And first of all, I'm dying laughing too. It's like she's like in there, like I can't get up. She's like flailing around before like, and she starts burying her. And the same thing, she's just like, I'm like, woman, you can't get out of this. Like she hasn't even like hurt you yet. And this girl's like, just I can't get. She,
You know what this is, Lily? The way she's flailing around in this trash, screaming her
yeah,
head off, and having no effort to get up.
yeah.
She's the girl from the opening scenes in the first sleepaway camp that was sitting in like the knee-high water, screaming about the kid and just not moving.
I was
That's
dying
her all
laughing.
grown up.
No, that's what it's like. She's just flailing around. I'm like, dude, there's no effort here. And pretty sure she basically is like, yeah, and by the way, like your husband fools around. And so she buries her, like she flashes a couple minutes later and she's buried her all the way up to her neck. And then she starts a damn lawnmower. And holy crap, we see her, she lawnmowers her damn head.
What's the one
Damn.
line? Do you remember it?
I don't, you?
So the whole walk up there, dude, she's talking to Lily, and Lily's basically telling her how that she's in this for the profit, and how her and Herman are gonna go to Europe like next year or whatever, and spend all the money there, and that's why they're
Yeah.
not funneling any real money into the camp. And right as she starts up the lawnmower, she looks at her and goes, "Did you order your tickets to Europe yet?" "No." "Good, because your trip's been canceled." Like
Yeah.
the one liners are just aggressively everywhere in this movie.
Dude, so
I
much.
feel like Angela doesn't have any real dialogue. They just gave her a bunch of cue cards with one-liners on them.
No, it's weird. It's 100%. And now, well, it's time to go hang out with Bobby. So this dude is absolutely pumped because she ties him to a tree. This dude is loving it. He is so friggin' excited. But the only problem is, like, he's all tied up and everything, and it ties it to, like, the Jeep. And, well, guess what? She drives away, and both his arms, like, she drives
Dude,
away
I love this so much. This is so
with
good.
with his arm. So like, holy shit, this dude is just stuck there. Arms ripped off. She is gone. See you later, Bobby. That did
There's
not.
no way this isn't intentional because now he can't put his hands on another woman.
No, that's what
Fucking
I mean. Like, I
creep.
love this. Yeah, it's so amazing. Like the
Do
little
you think when
subtle.
she tied him up, he was like, "My safe word is country club," and then as she
Country
was
club.
driving away, he just couldn't remember it.
He's like, oh shit, shit. What was it again?
Ah,
He's,
pineapple.
I was just gonna say he's screaming pineapple and stuff, and this wrong answer. He's like, your time has ran out. Oh my
Go
god.
faster.
Yeah, go faster. And then I love that they just go back, and I think his name was like Riff, and he's
Yes,
just like hanging
Riff
out
gets
with
a mixtape.
he's listening to rap and just looking at Playboys. And Angela throws in a friggin' tape. And I wrote, oh my God, let's friggin' go. It's an Angela rap. This has got to be the greatest thing ever. It's literally Angela rapping about the death. And he's in the tent, mind you. And she's got like the tent spike. And she's like lining him up from like outside and like hits him like through it. I think it gets like his hand first. And it goes through his hand is stuck. And then she like lines up his head and hits him through his friggin' head.
Keep in mind,
Absolutely.
dude, this dude is strapped. He brought a gun to camp.
Yeah.
The second something goes crazy and someone starts attacking me, bro, I'm shooting in all directions and asking questions later.
And then so now that whole is killed. So Sean, what does she do next? Where does she just just
I feel like she fakes an ankle sprain when she like
yeah.
heads to the next set of campers,
Mhm. Mhm.
and when she gets there, um, they end up bringing her back to the kitchen to like help get her patched up. Marcia, that's how you say her name, right? Is it Marcia?
That's what I wrote down. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's spelled like Marcia.
Yeah, it's spelled Marcia, but I think it's
Yeah, but I think
Marcia.
it's pronounced
Yeah.
Marcia. I don't know. Marcia and Barney,
Marcia? I don't know.
they go back with her to help patch her up. And when Marcia goes looking around, she finds Angela out back per Angela's instructions. She finds Lily out back and starts screaming because we know the lawnmower scene. And at this point, this is when Angela just shuts off her sanity. I don't know if she really had any to begin with, but she
I don't
goes
think
full
so.
batshit crazy because she starts calling Marcia Molly, who is Sean's girlfriend from the second movie. It's like she's become aggressively delusional.
Hmm.
Barney and Angela square off, and I'm pretty sure the methods Barney lists of ways Angela could kill him are in the exact order she took out the campers in the first movie.
Hmm.
Like I'm pretty sure, like it's pretty damn close, and I'm excited right now because I feel like this is like a final boss battle between
Hmm.
like the badass Barney who's there for vengeance for his kid and crazy ass Angel of Death. Like this is the shit movies are made for, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, way to fucking let me down, Sleepaway Camp. Holy fuck. Barney is no action hero. He is no Arnold Schwarzenegger. This is no Terminator Judgment Day.
Mm-mm.
Angela, he just gives her way too much room to just, I don't know, shoot him several times, point fucking blank. What is wrong with you, man? You're a cop.
Yeah, that was rough. That was rough.
It was like you froze. It was like you talked a big game, and then when push came to shove, you went swimming.
I'm pretty sure he's too. He's like, how are you gonna kill me? He's like taunting her, like all this
Yeah,
build up, and she's just like pulls the trigger and shoots him. Like of all the kills,
yeah.
like what are you gonna
Yeah, he
do?
names everything, and she goes, "I think I'll just shoot you."
Yeah, and she's like just bored almost. She's just kind of like,
Oh, dang nabbit!
right?
You got me again, Angel of Death. And right after she kills him, I mean, now I think is like a final battle, if you will.
Yep.
Angela is hunting down Marcia, and she snatches her up, and then they head back to the campsite where she ties up the last three campers as a trust exercise. And then she drops a dead Barney hanging from a tree right in front of him. Angela is the OG John Kramer because the second this set of scenes starts playing, the first thing that popped into my head was, "Do you want to play a game?"
And
Marsh.
before you talk about this though,
Yeah.
like, can we also talk about how unaware are these people camping? I like the other three just sitting there. I
They
mean,
just let it happen.
just let it happen. But there's all this other people around. Like everyone else is gone and killed. You didn't hear anything. You never thought once, like, where is anyone? This is kind of weird that no one else is. Or, like, we're just gonna hang out and I don't know. They're just so unaware of the other three. Like, oh yeah, no big deal. Like you don't hear
Naughty,
anyone. You didn't
naughty.
have any contact. You're just like out there in the woods, like, oh okay, everything's fine. Like my God,
Like
have some
it,
awareness, people.
she gives these three like the last remaining campers. She looks at them and she's like, "Marcia is one of these three cabins. You have 2 minutes to find her. Your only rules are if you run away, I kill you. You try to hurt me, I kill you. The only objective is to stay alive and find her within the 2 minute time frame. Your time starts now." They finally find Marcia after running around to the first two cabins and finding absolutely nothing but dead campers and
Yeah,
crazy
all the
shit.
corpses.
Two of the three remaining campers then catch axes straight to the chest,
Oh,
leaving Marcia and Tony to be the only remaining survivors. True to her word, Angela leaves Tony and Marcia alive because there were 7 seconds left on the clock. I can respect a bitch who, is true to herself. She's true to her
yeah.
word. So
Yep.
respect where respect is due to my angel of death, son. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
She even tells him, she's like, "Hey guys, there's a payphone like a couple miles up the road. You could probably go up there and call for help, but I'll be long gone by then. So deuces."
Peace.
The second she starts leaving, though, Marcia snaps. She chases down Angela, and a knife fight begins. Marcia does win this fight, and they end up calling the cops. And just when everything looks like it's going to be okay, and they're in the back of the cruiser, and we might get a fairy tale happy ending, Marcia actually breaks Tony's heart in the back seat of the cruiser. And she's like, "Yo, I got a boyfriend back at home. So, I mean, if you want to come like slide into my DMs, by DMs, I mean like my I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. I was trying to wing it, but I
Wow,
couldn't
way
think
to
of nothing.
just way to just
Way to
retreat.
drop the ball. Yeah.
Damn, man.
I was trying to think of like an Ohio pun to go with
Yeah.
DM, and
Yep.
I
Just got
fell flat.
I was wondering where
But
you're
we
going.
what doesn't fall flat is Angela's heartbeat because they keep that shit going. And as the EMT and the cops are contemplating actually killing her once and
Killing
for
her.
all, they take too long. And just like Jason, she wakes up in the back of this and causes absolute mayhem. Angela pops up, kills them both, just taking care of business right into the end credits.
The
Taking care of business
hell
every
yeah.
day.
Hell yeah.
Justin, give me your final thoughts and your rating.
All right. So I still had a lot of fun with this. It's kind of close to part two, but it isn't. I think that Angela seemed a bit tired in this one for me. She had some great one lines, but like her overall energy wasn't up to par with the second one. I feel like the second one she just had a little more breath of fresh air with her. She was a little more excited about the kills. She kind of felt like she just sleepwalked through some of the kills. Um, and the weird, I thought it was kind of weird how there was like no gore or special effects at all, but it was definitely still a lot of cheesy fun. Like I still give this a fun meter of 7.4, but for me that's really low just considering the other ones were 8. Like I said, Sleepaway Camp 2 I have so far up here. The first one, so I still think this is fun, but it definitely after seeing part 2 and all those kills, it definitely let me down with the kills and stuff. Do I still like this and it's fun? Yes, but I don't. I think it's a big notch away down from part 2, but still solid, super fun. I've seen this movie 100 times, still love it.
You won't believe how close we are in a rating.
No shit.
I've got this is my least favorite so far, and that's saying a lot. I'm gonna keep this short. I'm gonna keep this sweet. This is a 7.3 from me.
Oh
I love the trashy 80s teens vibes. This franchise has been amazing so far. I am so ready to do part four. I'm not gonna go crazy into this detail about like my review or anything like that. All I'm gonna say is this is becoming a must watch by everyone. Any
yes,
time of the year, summertime, leading up to summertime, change of pace during the winter. Just fucking watch
Oh,
this franchise. It's been so much fun.
100%. No, I agree. Like I said, even like this, even though this is my least favorite, if I was ever bored and still it was on, I'm still watching it. It's still
Oh yeah.
ridiculous. Like still, still
I
a lot
had
of
no
fun.
problem watching this multiple times.
No, exactly. And I've seen this so many times. My God, I've owned this movie on DVD for like a million years. So
All right, Justin, give me like a tagline or some shit.
dude, I love, first of all, this tagline's amazing. She's back to slash last year's record. Let's
Love it.
go. Let's
I
go.
got this is a 5, a flat 5 on IMDb, as well as a 22% on Rotten Tomatoes. Get your shit together, Rotten Tomatoes.
Damn. All right, so this was actually filmed back to back this with part two, and it was filmed at the same YMCA youth camp in Georgia, which we mentioned in part two.
That could explain some of the burnout we've seen with
It
Angela in this movie.
yes,
Also, I think I seen somewhere that there was a lack of funding that contributed to like the lack of special effects. Shooting two movies back to back, that could contribute to it because you didn't get to ride the coattails of the success of the second one to help improve your budget for the third one. Kind of feels like maybe if you got like $3 million to make Sleepaway Camp 2, you ended up doing 1.5 on each movie.
hmm
That's just what it feels like if you go back to back like that without a lot of funding. Um, but I've got most of the characters in this film are named after characters from the West Side Story, the Brady Bunch, and the Munsters. Marsha,
Hell yeah.
Marsha, Marsha.
Right. And once again, how we literally just talked how we ranked it a little lower. So they wrote the production was actually rushed. They only had 1 weekend for pre-production. And this movie was written during part two. So it also just shows you kind of how like you could tell this is definitely a very rushed sequel, and that kind of explains it all. They wrote it as they were doing Sleepaway Camp 2 and filmed it back to back. So there you go.
The hockey mask used in Sleepaway Camp 2 Unhappy Campers is seen in a fishing scene as it's pulled out of the water. Another camper remarks that the date is Saturday the 13th. We did touch that earlier.
Yep. Um, so it's called Sleepaway Camp, 3 Teenage Wasteland. That's obviously a line from The Who's Baba O'Reilly song, which is one of the director's favorite songs. So he
Are
threw
you
that in
choking on
there.
carbohydrates right now?
I am getting ready for leg day.
The license numbers on the truck corresponded with the house numbers in A Nightmare on Elm Street.
That was mine. Love that you mentioned that. I'm gonna skip that. Yeah, so the film was also originally rated X, and they had issues with the MPAA with a lot of the deaths and everything. So a lot of the stuff dig. So yeah, it sounds like this movie's an absolute mess, like getting it made and edited and stuff. So
Talking about like getting it made and edited and like some of the stuff that they had to cut out. The script originally contained a more elaborate deaths for the characters, which had been changed due to budgetary reasons. For example, Herman was to have a flaming poker shoved into his crotch, with Angela proclaiming a weenie roast. I'm like, are you kidding me? How did you take that out? And then we
for
also saw
real.
Tawny and her entire news team was supposed to die in a fiery explosion after Angela cut their brake lines. But I think the rat poison coke was a little bit better.
Oh yeah, 100%. And we got a body count of 16.
And then my last one is Tawny says there were 19 deaths at the camp the previous year. There were 18 kills in Sleepaway Camp, 2 unhappy campers, excluding Molly.
Oh
This
yeah, we
news
never saw.
report confirms that Molly did in fact die at the end of that film.
Almost got away. Almost got away.
Well,
Rest
that's
in
what
peace,
happens when
Molly.
you hitchhike.
Yeah, for real. You gotta be careful. You never know who's gonna pick you up.
That's like rule number what, like 14 and a half of surviving a
Yeah.
horror movie?
hmm
Dumbass.
Yeah, that's all the red flags.
All right, you got anything else?
That's a wrap. We are out of here.
All right, Justin's got to go do some squats and try not to shit out his sphincter when he bends down too fast. All right, hack,
Wow,
stab,
okay.
slash. I am Hacky, this guy right here.
Just Jay. Jumping, Jay. Not Justin. My God.
Goodbye.